Still June 26th, now approaching 3:30 p.m. As I drove up to the back of the school, I met a truck with the company name on it, so they were just leaving. Metal is there, the cinder blocks, cement blocks behind there, tin type of metal over in that direction, wood and other debris in that pile. And the school is wide open. Not sure if they'll be working on the weekend or if this is how St. Mary's will spend the weekend on this July 26th. There's just the lab left on this side. Looks like there's a classroom left there. And it's on to where the principal's office used to be in the high school days, and the boys' restroom, girls' restroom. And the nurse's office was in that area. I've moved now to roughly where I was when I took my first shot of this segment back on June 14th. Now at the edge of the bazaar booths, looking almost straight on into what would have been the school. I'm going to zoom in down the hall, see if the picture will lighten up any. So those few electric cords hanging there, picking up the sun, preventing us from getting a clearer shot in there. Definitely wide open and definitely available to any youngster that wants to go over this little plastic snow fence. So considering all the hazardous debris hanging around, it's not overly secure as far as the perimeter goes. Afternoon of Monday, June 29th, about 3:05 p.m. We have destroyed 2 more classrooms, and it looks like the lab area has been torn down. This is probably the most destruction they have done in a day since they've been here. Chances are by tomorrow They'll have the entire 1959 portion completely torn down. Pile of wood products has really grown. There's the cinder block area. There's the brick of the building that was covered. "56 years ago when the new portion was put up." See, the black portion there was and then the sloping roof line. Black portion probably where the roof truss laid against the old brick. You see the roof line, it goes there and there, but that's how it lined up against the school that was built somewhere in the 1940 area. And the part that again that's being torn down was opened in January of '59. We'll keep saying that every time we take a picture, probably. Changed angles. This is the view from the bus entrance driveway in the back of the school. You can see the pale blue walls of the lab area. See, the rafters are still there. Over the restrooms, and former principals and business office. Not much left of that portion of the school. That's the portion that might have been salvageable with a lot of effort, but probably would have been salvageable. So this will wrap up the Monday, June 29th look at the destruction of St. Mary's Academy in Champlain. Now 11:45 on June 30th, a Tuesday. We're back at St. Mary's for a little update on the destruction. Looks like the principal's office, when I was in school, later a nurse's office I believe, is gone. The little business office next to it is still there. The restrooms are about to be destroyed. This is how it looks at 11:45 on Tuesday, June 30th, 2015. 5:35 p.m. We're near the goalpost on the St. Mary's athletic field, looking toward the area where the high school was since 1959. It is now completely destroyed. The contractors finished that part of the demolition this afternoon. We'll move over. Prior to 1959, construction of course through 58 into 59. This is what the school consisted of. And in 59 the high school moved into their new diggings and it served the community proudly for well over 50 years. Here is the stairway that went from the new portion into that portion of the school. At the time of the closing of the school, the principal's office was immediately past those doors on your right. When I was in school, up those doors to your right was the library. That was in the 60s. This is the entrance that took you into that side entrance, led you downstairs to the cafeteria, to the gymnasium. There was the opening. There's the roofing. That entrance took you downstairs to a basketball game in my high school days. That's how most of us got in, although you could get in from the front. So all the high school is now just a memory as of today, June 30th, 2015. There's a door that led into the laboratory area. In later years, that was the after-school program was in there. I would think that they would probably not be tearing down much structure for the next couple of days until they're able to move some of these piles of metal and stone and wood out of here. But we'll find out tomorrow what happens. But for the time being, this is how it looks. In the evening, early evening of June 30th, 2015. Before we depart, we'll take at least one more angle on this June 30th. Looking into the original stone structure, following it down to the structure that went up in the around the 40s, early 40s, late 30s, whenever that was put up, the gymnasium, cafeteria. And again, the doors that lead up into that portion from the old high school, the lab door. back briefly on Wednesday, July 1st. Been raining through most of the day and it's supposed to continue. And as I anticipated, at this point in time, they're no longer demolishing the school. They're cleaning up what they have taken out. This portion here, I'm sure, will go to a landfill. Apparently the stone and brick will go to a different spot, as will the metal. Metal, I'm sure, will be recycled. But again, there's the wall, and this is what this end of the school, minus the destruction, looked like up until the new part was constructed in the late 1950s. So it's about 20 after 11 on this July 1st, 2015. Now about 11:05 on Thursday, July 2nd. A lot of debris has been moved away. The remaining portions of the high school, that little door that went into the lab, has now been taken down. The roof over the doorway entrance on the side that led down into the gymnasium has now been taken down. But they have yet to attack the gymnasium cafeteria portion. Well, again, this is where the library was when I was in school. It became the offices for the principal and the when it became an elementary school. It's the corner of the gymnasium, and in the background we see the original structure that was put up in 1909 above the higher elevation. So this is a Thursday. Tomorrow is the 3rd. Whether they'll consider it to be part of the 4th of July weekend and not work tomorrow, we'll probably find out when we arrive. I'm guessing they have enough debris here to pick up that they won't start on this until tomorrow, or maybe Monday if they decide not to work on Friday, the 3rd. That's a desk. I somehow decided wasn't salvageable. This is a July 3rd look at the destruction of St. Mary's Academy in Champlain. The morning of July 3rd, Friday, about 9:40. Nothing happening here today. This is the entrance. This is the cement pad where the high school was. More debris yet to be taken away. Awfully brave with the copper. Scavengers like copper, so they're leaving some right here by the little plastic fence. Now here's the wall that separated the 1941 portion from the 1959 portion. There was 3 stories there. The 2-story part is actually 1 story because this is a gymnasium. And those are the doors once again that led into that portion of the school. In the latter days was the principal's office. I've mentioned that many times, but I'll say it one more. So we hope to be back here on Monday. In the meantime, this is how it looks July 3rd for the 4th of July weekend, 2015.